Oh, breakfast time. We can keep that boy there. It's costing us money. We'll be all right. I want him to come to me and tell him, hey man, we really don't want you on the equipment because you waste too much gas. The guy trying to put us under the wall. You know, he's saying he can't keep up with us. Don't know where we at, but he just bullhorn. He out doing, you know, what he do. Yeah. And you know, he's a new inspector, so he's trying to make a name for himself. So that's why he want to be so strict on us about different things. But come to a house like this, and you're spending way too much time taking the material out than it's worth. Best thing to do is just get a chair. Yeah.
Cool.
That's how it's done. That's how we tear up stuff, y'all. My name is Corey Sanders.
Look out, America. My name is Joe Fuller.
Yes, I'm Thomas Howard. I'm a part of Crystal Construction / owner. My role here is thinking and actually just putting stuff together, you know, getting everything lined out.
My job here is Crystal Construction. I do a lot of safety measures before we turn down a house, as far as getting the electric cut off, the power cut off.
We want to try to have this halfway done. We could have spent about an hour and a half to have it about like this. Then come through this morning and just finish it up. They didn't have the power off, so we couldn't touch it.
Water, your gas, such things like that have to be prepped before you can shut down a house. You don't want to go into a house, turn down anything, and you run into a problem as far as a gas leak, or you hit a power line is on. Now you done knocked out a whole block of power because you didn't do your preps before you started the house.
My role for Crystal Construction is an operator, bad to the bone operator, also co-owner.
We met a young man named Charles Young that actually is 86. Been living in the community over 50 years now. We rarely get to meet people, the houses we tear down, but it's always a great thing when we do. You know, you get to see so much history behind these homes, because when you turn down an empty house and everything's gone, there's nothing there. But on certain homes, people do come out and they do share with us, you know, give us some history about their homes. This guy right here, you know, like I say, been living in a neighborhood for 50 years, and he got a grant to have a new home put there.
Charles W. Young, I'm 86.
Is it a fulfilling thing when, you know, we get to do something good for the community, plus we get paid to do it, you know, so we try to do a good job for them, plus the quality of work for ourselves.
Man, it might put on a few more years in my life. This is a blessing for me. I really need the house.
Like I say, it is a good thing to rebuild.
Yeah.
You know, it is a good thing.
I want to enjoy the rest of my life in comfort. Yeah, I got the floor plans in the car.
See, I'd like to keep this.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to pay this off to you. But at the price that I'm going to have to pay to maintain this, then it's psychologically impossible for me on a fixed income.
They'll give you a choice on the color of the top, the roofing.
The catch is in there.
Yeah. And the slate or what have you to go on the countertop. And the flooring.
Well, I'm not knocking it.
Get a choice of colors.
The catch is in there.
Yeah.
The people who have these homes will lose them in the end.
That's the house they're going to build now. This is a blessing for me. I really need the house. I want to enjoy the rest of my life in comfort.
I say it is a wonderful thing. I wish it could have happened to some of my elderly family as they were getting old. Because when I passed, this belonged to the city. See, and my, like I say, my time here is not very long. If I'm 80, well, my time, I'm 58.
Yeah.
My time might be in the next second. I'm just living by the grace of God now. But their time is even closer.
I've lived here for about 50 years.
Not the family members. You can't turn this over back to your nieces and nephews now, or your granddaughters or nothing, because the city owns this now.
I'll be glad to get in here. Be very glad.
Not that the rebuilding isn't a wonderful thing, but the travesty of it is that the person, the generations that came through here, no longer can call this theirs. No longer can call this grandpa.
I feel like it's a good thing. I can't really say too much about it because I don't know anything about it. So for me to put out something out here negative, then it's not true. I don't want to lead anybody blind.
How do I have a proper chance when young America can't afford their mortgages on their homes? How in the world can I afford mine on a fixed income?
I'm real satisfied. This is one of the good things that's happening here.
But you know, for the most part, I think it's a good thing.
And like I said, it is a good thing. I am not knocking the good, but I do see the end results. And the end results are not good for the homeowner.
Keep in mind that when you're going green, there's various stages of go green that you can go through. One is, as far as us, we could do a lot of collecting metal, as far as copper, brass, cast iron, steel. And the best way to do it is, you cut up in 3-foot pieces and make them shorter and you get paid more. As far as some of the fans or the wood, bricks, cylinder blocks, a lot of people have homes that they are trying to rebuild. And we let them come in and we will give that to them so that they can, cut on their price as far as buying material. We rather give it to them than to take it to the landfill and throw it away, which our landfills that we use are EPA certified. Therefore, we don't dump oil on the land. We don't bury anything. Anything that's going to mess up the environment, we are against that. Whatever we do is going to be with the regulations of the state, whichever state we're working in.
We get a lot of our jobs of tearing down houses by our work ethics for us doing a good job and trying to get the best deal we can. In doing so, we bid lower because we know that we can get scrap metal out of houses for its copper, aluminum, a lot of more different metals. If it's salvageable, we'll do it. You see, I just pulled some cast iron out of the house, which is one of the metals we be looking for. It holds its weight, and we get paid by the weight on certain metals. It depends on the stock or the price of what's going on at the recycling place. We mostly what we want is that brown gold, which is copper. That's what we get. It costs the most. We get most of our money from it.
Yeah, pull up.
In doing a job like this, you gotta have many types of equipment, and one of the equipment we use the most, that's saving us the most, is the 4-wheeler ATV. This equipment is used for a bunch of our hauling and pulling and get stuff around where our trucks can't get through, or the machine is too big to pull through. We use it also for leveling, leveling the land. It comes in very important at finishing up the job. That's how we get the land level. That's how that's just bringing it home. So without that 4-wheel ATV, I think we'll be lost. So it's a great asset to have, and anybody that is doing any kind of job that you can't get a truck on to do, invest in your 401ATV because it'll bring it home.
When we bring these houses down, we got to have other people, you know, come around and help us out. We got Joe with Waste Management. He comes out and he bring the counters out to our operator. When he's not there, the business flows up.
When we got a driver that's working with us, we need him with us at all times. We don't need him trying to split his time between us and another demo company because we don't know what we're going to need at that moment. You know, we might need him to run off and go get another dumpster for concrete. Now, in doing that, I kind of got a little upset because something that was promised to us wasn't fulfilled. You know, and I think you all stand by your word. They asked us to stand by our word and not leave these lots tore up. Then they stand by their word and give us the people we need to get the job done. We don't. One thing we try not to do, we don't allow people to sit there and just do anything to us and just say anything to us and not stand on that. So, like I say, Joe again was, you know, telling me that they finna move him to go work 2 demo jobs. That just don't work for me. So I got a little pissed off. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. You know, we here trying to get this thing done. We're on a tight schedule. We want to be out here at the end of the day. And lo and behold, this guy next door is talking to our inspector about a tree. You know, we really don't have time to be fooling with no tree. But let me go. I'm gonna go over and see what's going on and see if I can even deal with this. Because at the end of the day, it looks like it's gonna be passed off to us anyway. You know, and that this is the type of thing that slows us down, throws us behind, and throw extra work on us that's not really has anything to do with us. But you know, it's nothing new. We done it before. We done got through it. Hey, we'll get through it again. I really don't want to talk to this inspector, but you know, hey, I gotta deal with him. So he's here. We'll see what happens.
Now here I go. I just get back from making a run from the scrapyard. I don't know what's going on. Pulls up court, talk to the inspector, and he got pretty slick on me. He tell me what the inspector talk about trying out a tree. Then he takes off like I really want to talk to the inspector about a tree. We trying to get this house towed down and get out of here. All this inspector is harping on is getting this tree towed down, and this tree needs to come down. This tree is dead. You don't know if the tree dead or alive. Climb up there and see if it break on you.
They come get me. I'm upset because I'm trying to do something productive. I'm doing pretty good with getting this house down, but now they want to stop me to come over here and get up a stump that we don't even have to remove because it's not on our property or a split property, which means that we don't have to remove it. Well, while looking at it, it's possible that roots could go up under the foundation. Also, there's a gas meter right there. It could be water line. And my thing about it is that the property that we're doing, all the gas line, the water lines has been marked, so we know where they're at. For this other property, we don't know. So really, it needs to be marked before I touch the roots. But I got the okay to do it. That covers my back and my co-workers.
What I'm saying? Oh, you have to fill all this back.
Also, a lot of people say I'm an operator. They see me on the machine thinking I'm just sitting down and it's an easy job. It's really not. I have to look after my safety before it's overhead, something falling on me, wire, gas. Also, not just my safety, my co-worker safety and people around. It stretches for us a whole block. I could blow something up for us a whole block.
I'm sitting here trying to work, and if I'm looking right, look like Joe got a damn raccoon in his hand, and I'm trying to figure out what is he doing with the raccoon.
He coon hunting. My partner Ike went and caught a coon, wanted to bring him by, let us see it. I get the coon out of the truck to show Tom, and he go to hollering up. We ain't got time for no coon.
It look like he's bringing it on the property. With Joe, you never can take a chance. So of course I'm gonna run him off before he bring the raccoon over to show Tom.
I see, man.
We are thinking, boy.
I tell him I
you don't get the excitement out of seeing a coon. We go in the woods all night, say 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning shooting coons. He got something to say about it, but when we put him on that pit and barbecue him, he ain't got nothing to say, but he's sucking on his fingers from licking on that all that barbecue off that coon.
Man, you be quiet. It's food, boy. You like to eat, don't you? I need it right.
What you gotta do with that, man? You gonna eat that?
Hey.
That's a domesticated coon.
Now, if you won't eat it, why you gonna complain about a coon? I just don't understand. Can you tell me something about that?
So you showed him up?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jake.
Don't cut that big wire.
Better not.
Get that.
You might get a surprise.
Don't get a surprise.
Don't get a surprise.
Don't get it.
This is close to the end of the day now. This is where it gets real dangerous for us because we fatigue. We've been here all day and we're trying to get done. And you can see all of us standing around with Spot, Tom, making sure that he pull the house away from the wires. You know, that house can go either way, so it's real important that Tom grab it and put it toward him. As dangerous as that sounds, he'd rather it fall back toward him because he can grab it than back toward the house or another property. So all the guys standing around the fence, they playing an important part. They might not realize it now, but we appreciate everything they do, you know, because it's not easy to be out here, you know, under this heat, under the fatigue, being out here all day. Hey, it requires a terrible money.
It was a house on my list that they said needs to be gone. It's gone. No damages. 2 houses that was by still up. My job is complete.
Got all the fingers and toes. As we say again, it was a house here when we started. No house that's not here anymore. That's what we do. Homewreckers, and we're out.